ServSafe final review exam questions. Air drying. Which method is the correct way to dry tableware, equipment, and food contact surfaces? 135° F. Green beans cooked for hot holding on a buffet must reach a minimum internal temperature of physical contamination. Food in transport needs to be covered to prevent. Substitute pasteurized eggs for raw eggs. What should a cook do when prepping foods such as Caesar salad dressing or mayonnaise for highly susceptible populations? A container of tuna salad is held at 41° F with a preparation date of April 18. On April 26, the tuna salad should be 7. Sesame. Which food is major food allergen? A food handler comes to work and is not feeling well. To whom should he or she immediately report? Date marking foods with a maximum of 7 days once open and prepared. Place the thermometer between two packages. What is the proper method for measuring the temperature of an unopened packaged food in a display cooler, offered in a way that is not misleading? Food that is honestly presented is. Sanitize and allow the surfaces and parts to air dry. Which of the following is the last step in the process used to clean and sanitize stationary equipment? A consumer advisory on the menu. A food establishment that serves raw oysters should have what? Install screens on windows and vents. One method of denying pests access to an operation is to. Once opened, ready-to-eat food should be discarded within how many days? Individual packaging protects the crackers from contamination. Which HACCP principle is a food handler following when roasting poultry in an oven and taking the temperature before taking it out? Away from food. Garbage containers used by an operation should be discarded. What should the discard date be for chicken salad that was prepped in on June 1? Cafeteria tray. The final hot water sanitizing rinse temperature for a stationary rack single temperature machine must be at least. Person in charge. Slicing fresh tomatoes that will be used for a garnish on a hamburger. A food handler must wear single-use gloves when. Nylon. A food service manager must buy new cleaning brushes with long-lasting bristles that do not absorb moisture. Which bristle would be the best choice? Chemical supplies should be stored star. 180° F. Which foodborne illness is most often caused by incorrectly canned? Leak-proof, waterproof, and easy to clean. Provide the food handlers with training related to their job's duties. New food handlers have been hired to work in a food preparation area. What must the person in charge do before the food handlers begin work? Cold time/temperature control for safety. Food items should be transported at which temperature? 7th. Cross-contamination. When drinkable water is contaminated by non-drinkable water, what has occurred? 41° F. Ready-to-eat time/temperature control for safety foods, TCS. Food prepared on-site may be stored in a cooler for up to 7 days when the maximum internal food temperature is. Individually packaged saltine crackers are not considered time/temperature control for safety food because the 41° F. In addition to holding deli meats at a safe cold holding temperature, another example of a food safety control is botulism. Frequent garbage removal and disposal. To avoid odor and pest problems, what should a food handler do? Mandatory. What level of involvement do food workers have in executing a master cleaning schedule?